back. Just making sure y'all can hear me. Perfect. We got it. Awesome. Okay, what is. All right, awesome. Okay. So, before I get into like the no oils, no butters, and the other topics I want to talk about, let me first just tell you guys about my herbal blends, and then I can get into that because yeah. So, because it's about God's chosen hair care, and then anything else added on could be towards the end. So, just a disclaimer, if you guys hear any loud noise, any yelling, anything like that, it's my upstairs neighbor. They are partying right now. So just a disclaimer, neighbors, if you end up watching this on the replay, hi. Okay, so we got some herbal blends tonight. Now, y'all, I am like, we got 10 different ones, but I'm showing you guys like 2 at a time. So for all my OGs, y'all probably gonna be like hearing the same ones. And yes, I'll be saying the same. Like for me, I feel like I'm kind of like repeating myself, but I'm just putting out our herbal blends out there so people that don't know about it can know about it. So if you are an OG and you've been to the website, you bought from us, like, listen. Um, this is all for the newbies. Okay. And all for the curious. Don't know if they're serious yet about getting our oils. But so y'all probably heard this, are familiar with this. The spicy tree. Y'all probably are like, oh, she's talking about that one again. Yes. And I'm talking about the spicy tree tonight. And this one is one of our herbal blends. It's one of our detoxes. Um, what? And y'all, I cannot wait to get my Apple MacBook. Um, oh my goodness. I cannot wait to get my Apple MacBook because my freaking laptop is just okay. There we go. I'm like, what? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to respond to one of my people's real quick. Okay, products. I'm just gonna go. Oh man. Okay, I'm back. I'm trying to. Okay. If you're asking me if I'm ever gonna come on here and have everything in alignment, no. I'm like, this is just raw and uncut. Oh, this is perfect. Wait, that's not what I want. Oh my God. I was about to say, wow, that's. I just clicked on the wrong. Y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, I swear we are getting to the point. we are getting, we are getting to the point. Here we go. Praise God. Oh, God is so good. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Okay, wait, let me switch that right there. Okay, awesome. So, yes, this is our spicy tree. This is, oh, this is our spicy tree. Oh, yes. And y'all, honestly, like, when I go back and I watch the replays of my live and I'll show you guys what these herbs is looking like, I'm just going to start doing it like this because y'all really can't even see what the herbs is really giving. You can only just see like, you know, the outline of them because it's just like you would honestly have to have this like in person to really get like the overall look of them. But I just really want to show you guys like the herbs that's in here. Because when I'm actually on live, like it looks so clear and everything, but then when I actually when I go live, it's like when I go back and watch the replay, it's like so it's just so dull, you know. um so yes, this is our spicy tree. This has horsetail, burdock root, stinging nettle, dandelion root, and cumin seeds, just to name a few. This is made out of our grapeseed and olive. Nope, it's just grapeseed oil. This is, I believe, yeah, this is a $15 on our website. So this is our spicy tree. Ooh, yes. And you know, I love to show you guys what the herbs look like before we put it in oils. And hold on, I'm gonna do one last if I have my brightness up. Okay, so here we go. Boom, there we go. Look at that. This is our spicy tree. Yes, this is our spicy tree. This is what the herbs look like before we put it in oil. So that's our spicy tree. You can, now we don't sell the herbs, we put the herbs in our oil, so you can get our herbal blend on our website, godchosandhaircare.com. Again, it's godchosandhaircare.com. Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's our spicy tree. And this next one is our Garden of Eden. This one's our Garden of Eden. And this one, oh, going back to the spicy tree, I want to give you guys some of the benefits that it has. So it improves blood circulation. The reason why it's a detox is because it holds a lot of anti-inflammatory, like infection control and fungal control properties. So that's our spicy tree. So it helps improve blood circulation and holds antimicrobial properties, antifungal, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, a DHT blocker. That's some of the benefits that the spicy tree has to offer. So I just want to run down those quick benefits. Now there's a ton more on our website. Just go over to godchosandhaircare.com to learn more. This one that I just showed you guys is one of our older labels. So if you get one of these that has this label, this is our first label that we ever made. So but this is the Garden of Eden. This one, the Garden of Eden, is another detox herbal blend that we have. So again, this one also holds antibacterial properties. This one is $10 on our website. No, 14, 13. So this one is 13. The spicy tree is 15. This one has horsetail, ginger, moringa leaf, hibiscus, just to name a few. The benefits is it improves the results proven to thicken your hair strands from root to ends. It has moisture retention. It's antifungal, antibacterial properties, and it's anti-inflammatory. Sorry, y'all. I just had to like check something real quick. This one is not a. This one actually is not a detox, actually. Because I'm looking, I'm like, it's not really holding a lot of. Black Knight, I know. The Garden of Eden and the Black Knight are our was our detox ones. Um, but let me see. Okay. Okay. I just had to get with my team. I just had to be like, okay, wait. When you know it's a detox when it has a lot of inside something, that's why I'm like, hmm. But that's I just had to go back over. And then also too the ingredients too that I was looking at. But anyways, y'all don't mind me. Don't mind me. It's one of our detoxes. Don't mind me. It's been a long day. Don't mind me. Okay. So again, again, this is our Garden of Eden. This one is $14 on our website. Again, some of the herbs it has horsetail, moringa leaf, turmeric rhizome, cinnamon bark, just to name a few. And this is made with olive oil. The properties that it has, it's antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, antifungal. It holds antibacterial properties. It prevents breakage and split ends. That's just some of the benefits of this herbal blend that we have on our website. To learn more, check out our website, goshawsandhaircare.com. And last but not least, let me show you guys what the herbs is looking like before we put it in the oil. And if you order it tonight, we'll be shipping it off tomorrow. You will get it at your doorstep between 5 to 8 business days. So the turnaround is pretty quick. And this is what the herbs look like before we put it in oil. Yes, super dope. Okay, so again, you can get both of these herbal blends, our Spicy Tree and the Garden of Eden, at godschosenhaircare.com. If you guys are like, girl, you don't even know your product, you right about that because we have over 10, well, I won't say over, well, we have some in the making, but right now on our website, we have 10 herbal blends that hold different properties, different herbal ingredients, and I'm still like, whew, making some right now. So we got some that we haven't even dropped on our website yet. So if it seems like I am all over the place, it's because I am. Not only that, we have butters that have different herbal ingredients. So yes, when you have like if I had just one oil, that's one thing I could just right off the hip. But I have 10, about to have more. Okay. Plus we have our butters that's about to be dropping soon. So yes, I have to go back to my notebook to look or go on the website or, go on my, drawing board to look at the ingredients, the benefits, because y'all, I just be like, because this is not from me. This is from God. All these herbs, all these oil blends that we make, the ingredients, it's all from God. So let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Now, I'm gonna let you know right now, I may not know like the whole rundown off dome, like my ingredients, but I'm gonna let you know right now, all my ingredients are organic. All of my ingredients are proven, they are tested, they are shown that they work. Our herbal blends are off the chain, and we have not gotten out one complaint, and we're not gonna have any complaints at all. Now, going to the other topics that I have on here, no oils, no butters. I couldn't fit in the description, the title, but we're talking about no oils, no butters, clarifying shampoo, um, like if who should use it and when you should use it, especially when you have hair color, and doing research on hair care ingredients. Okay, so I was I mean, a lot of people I know on YouTube, if you do natural hair, if you trying to look up natural remedies and stuff like that, you see like, this trend. Everybody has, since the natural hair community came out, there has been a lot of people on YouTube that do stuff at home and they give people advice, stuff like that. Okay, great. But a lot of people have turned it into making trends out of it. So instead of like it being like, hey, I tried this and this worked for me, it's now, excuse me, uh, it's now turning into a, oh, let's do a trend, right? So now this new trend that has been around for some years is the uh, no oils, no butters. Okay. I don't understand why people are so like anti oils and butters. I don't understand that part. Um, and why is it always no oils, no butters? Like, why can't they say no blue magic, no petroleum based, no mineral oil? Like, why are people boycotting the things that actually benefit your hair? Like that to me makes absolutely no sense, right? So a lot of naturals that did the no oils, no butters are now experiencing a lot of hair damage. Okay. They're now experiencing a lot of hair damage. They were doing their shampoo, doing their conditioner, and then doing their leave in, and then blow drying their hair, and then styling it. And they were like, my hair is dry, my hair is breaking off. I have these split ends. When I go to the salon, I'm having to trim off or cut off 3 to 4 inches. And it's like, yeah, because you're not locking in moisture, you're not gaining length retention, you're just slowly chopping your hair off till it's short, you know. So that's just, what it is. And then when I was thinking it was just that trend, it goes deeper than that. The reason why they were doing the no oils, no butters is because there is this 30-day detox thing that I guess a stylist was telling people to do, where you do a 30-day no detox. I mean, 30 days where you do no oils and butters, 30 days where you do no oils and butters. And y'all, every single time I put this nose ring in, my nose gets to running. Does anybody else have that? Whenever they put a nose ring in, their nose starts running. Okay. So, anyways, so yeah, so it's, I guess, a certain stylist that was saying, do a 30-day detox where you're clarifying your hair every wash day to get rid of oils and butters or whatever. Um, and do 30 days of no oils, no butters, and just clarifying your hair and all sort of stuff. But the thing about that that was kind of ridiculous is that person was just trying to start a new trend to see if it would take off. As a hairstylist, what in your right mind will tell you to influence your clients to get on this service that you have, that they have the option after the 30 days to get off of it, and tell them for 30 days to clarify their hair, use no oils and butters? You are like damaging their hair. This one cosmetologist was like, oh, there's no stylist out there that will purposely mess somebody's hair up. That's a whole lie. Y'all, get out of this mindset that everybody in this world is good. You have good and you have evil. Okay. There is people out there in the music industry, doctor industry, medical industry, hair, nails, makeup, anything you name it. There is always a Judas and a Satan. Okay. Like, I'm sorry to break it to you, but I'm gonna give you the truth. That's what it is. Okay. There is literally people out there. Let's just talk about the hair industry that literally got their license so they can just make money. None of them. Some of the stylists. Some stylists got in the hair industry just so they can make money or style celebrities. Some of these hairstylists that style celebrities are around these celebrities that are doing certain demonic activity. When you are performing demonic activity, everybody that's surrounded in that room, in that circumference, is getting hit with that demonic spirit. No one's exempt unless you're a child of God. Period. And if you're a child of God, you won't even be in that room because you already know what's up. Okay. And if you are in that room, that's because you're doing a deliverance. But like, let's just call it what it is. Okay. Um, so people that are wanting to, so this stylist that's telling people to do this, um, you know, this 30-day detox. I know there's a person that has a 7-day, where you don't put nothing on your scalp for 7 days. And, the 7-day challenge, you don't put any product on your hair except for on wash day. And then for 7 days, after wash day, you don't put nothing on your hair for 6 days until the next wash day. Great. That's not really a challenge. That's something that you should already be doing. It's not necessary to put oils on your hair every single day. It's not necessary to shampoo your hair as an afro person every single day. It's not necessary to be combing your hair and brushing your hair every single day. I don't care about the scientific combing. I don't care about the scientific brushing. um, Again, since I've been doing my own research about hair care and everything like that, I have not read anything like that. I know there's a lot of textbooks that talk about scientific this, scientific that, but I don't. Combing your hair too much is going to put a stress on your hair strands and it could break your hair off. Okay, point blank, period. That's why a lot of people, naturals, when they braid their hair up, they think braids are uh, making their hair grow, but it's not the braids itself that's making your hair grow. It's that you're letting your hair rest for a month or however long you have them in. Now, you should only leave your braids in for a month and maybe a couple weeks, but the longest is maybe a month, and the longest should be a month and 2 weeks. Anything over that is too much. Okay. Um, and if braids was really helping your hair to grow or people's hair to grow, then people, when they take out their braids, won't have chewing at the ends because of the damage of braids, and, tension and stuff like that on their scalp and their hair coming out. Like, braids can be beneficial if the person that's doing the braiding is knowing what they're doing and is caring about hair care. This is why it's important for braiders when they put themselves out there to say, oh, I'm a braider. You need to handle yourself as a hairstylist. You need to handle yourself as if you have a license. Just because you are a braider does not mean you need to be careless with somebody's hair. Because if you are a braider and I spend $200 with you and you break my hair off, I'm not coming to you again, and I will be leaving a review on my social media, and I will be dropping your name to say, beware of this person. This is what my hair looked like. But I will also make sure that I'm prepping my hair before, taking care of my hair during, and then making sure I take the precautions after while I'm taking the braids out. This is why it's very important to detangle your hair with oil. I have a question for all the people that did the no oils, no butters challenge. When you guys needed to detangle your hair, what did you guys use to detangle your hair? What did you use? Because to detangle your hair, you need an oil. You need an oil. No, I'm gonna say it again. It's a must have. You must have. It's necessary to have an oil. Conditioner, that's a no go. You're breaking your hair off. A serum, no. Anything water based is out. It's totally out. Out. It's a no go. You need that lubrication. So that shedding of your hair can easily just come out when you are combing your hair through. Okay. I'm gonna be doing my pre-poo tomorrow, so I will be talking more in depth with that. Um, but a lot of Afro community, they're so like, oh, no oils, no butters. Why are people so against oils and butters? Oils and butters is not the problem. Oils and butters is not the problem. Oils are super, let me show y'all. Oils, like y'all seen, oils are super light. Oils are super light. This not going to cause damage. The only way you could cause damage if you mistreat it and you use it every single day and you're not using it as directed. I'm speaking for guys chosen hair care, but I'm also speaking in general. If you're using oil on your head every single day, you're doing a disservice. Especially if you don't wash your hair once a week or bi-weekly. If you only wash your hair once a month, and you're oiling your hair every day, that's why you have scalp inflammation. That's why you have itchiness. That's why you have dryness. That's why you have split ends. That's why you have breakage. That's why you have no length retention and you feel like your hair is not growing. And that's why you said, I'm done with oils. And then you go to the butters and you're like, well, butters, it's thick and stuff like that. And they try to say, oh, the butters, putting it on your scalp is not okay. Yes, putting it on your scalp, it's meant for your hair strands, right? There is hair care product makers that do have these scalp butters, but a butter is a butter whether you're putting it on your scalp or your hair. A butter is a butter. You can't say that this is a scalp butter or this is a hair strand butter. A butter is a butter. You still made it with shea butter, you still made it with cocoa, you still made it with kokum, you still made it with mango, whatever butter you use, it's still a butter. That's it. You could change the function, but you can't you you can't change that it's a butter. So whether you want to say it's a hair butter or scalp butter, it's still a butter and it still can be clogging and used if used indirectly, it could cause a problem. Butters are way too thick. Now butters, if you go to our playlist to how to make herbal butters, when you melt the butter, it goes into an oil form. But let me show y'all. Okay, this is one of our butters. This is the herbal cocoa bar meets shea. So this is our cocaya butter and our cocaya butter and our shea butter. It smells so good. A lot of people like it because it smells like chocolate. But this is our cocaya butter and our shea butter. And we mix it. It's the herbal cocoa bar beets shea. We haven't dropped this one yet. We haven't dropped actually any of our butters yet because, But yes, this is our butter. Now, y'all, let me just show y'all. You see how solid that is? This is why a lot of people use a water-based ingredient in the butters. This is why when you dip your finger into somebody else's butter, it's like, oh, boom, and you put it on your scalp because it's not a solid texture like this. With all due respect, when if you don't have a butter that's solid like this and it's so diluted, you just pretty much took the nutrients from the butter. So the shea butter and the cacao butter that is made in this, if I was to add water in this, I would be taking out and water it down, hence the name watering it down. I would be taking out the nutrients from the shea butter and the cacao butter. So it will no longer have benefits. So yes, I'm gonna experience a clogging scalp or whatever. First off, you shouldn't be putting because butters are very thick, as you guys can see with this. When you get the butters and you melt it, it turns into an oil form. Any type of heat on a butter, it melts. That's why they call it butter because it melts. But once it goes into a cooler temperature, it goes back into a solid. So you can melt this and then put it on your scalp. But you have to remember that when you melt it and then you put it on your scalp, it's going to thicken and it's going to cause a barrier on your scalp. So it's going to be very hard for any type of lubrication like water from the air to penetrate your scalp. You need your scalp open so it could breathe. Now, this is very, very good. Our butters is very, very good for your hair strands after on wash day. Can I just say thank you all so much for the thumbs up? Okay, thank you. Um, these butters are really, really good for wash day. So after you get done washing your hair, it's really, really good on wash day. Okay. So the oil is good for, so as you're doing your hair, braiding your hair, twisting your hair, you could literally have the butter on because your hair strands already has moisture. So y'all, even though you blow dry your hair strands inside still has moisture. There's layers to a hair strand. So just because you don't have water on the outside, there's water in the inside, and that's where the butter comes and protects that, right? So it doesn't easily evaporate. That's why it's good to blow dry your hair And then when you go to flat iron your hair and you see that steam coming up, a lot of people thought that was smoke. That's moisture evaporating from your hair strands. That's why a lot of people, when they get perms and relaxers and silk presses, they find, and a color treatment, they find that their hair is prone to dryness and breakage because they lack moisture in their hair strands. And I'm sorry to say this, but even if you were to put a butter is definitely no. That's why you can't put oils or butter on your hair strands if you plan on getting a silk press. But if you are a natural and you leave your hair out, a butter is really really good, okay, for you because it will lock in that moisture. Also, one of our butters, we call it the cupcake butter. It's really good for UV ray protection from the sun. We're gonna be dropping that in the summertime. So all my twist out people, all my braid out people, and all even my people with braids, we're gonna have a cupcake butter that help two butters that helps with this protection of the sun from your hair strands. Okay, so a butter, okay, a butter is much thicker than an oil, okay? Because a butter is a solid versus an oil is a liquid, and this stays a liquid. Again, when you melt a butter, it does turn into a liquid form, it does turn into an oil form in the warmness, but when it cools down, it turns right into a butter. You cannot stop this. However, if you add water, you then have to add all these different preservatives, whether they're synthetic or they're natural. When I was first making my butters, I didn't really like how hard it was because I was like, well, I want people to be easy. I want people to easily dip their finger in and whatever. But then I started watching videos of how people was making their butter, and they was literally adding all these different preservatives in their butters, and it was taking away the nutrients and all the benefits of the butter. And then they still called it the shea butter or a whipped shea butter or whatever. And it's like now it's so watered down that that's why a lot of the body butters that people have, I mean, those are cool and everything, but that's why you see some of them, they have those different colors, they have the different scents. That's because they made it to where it was more likable to a consumer, but it's taking away the benefit. That's why a lot of people, when you go in the store and you buy those body butters that smells good and has those different fragrances, a lot of people break out or their skin is still dry because they watered it down so much that it took away the benefit of the butter. The butters aren't bad. Oils aren't bad. It's just how you're using it that's what makes it bad because you're getting a bad reaction because you're not using it the right way. Anything that is not used in the right way is going to become wrong. So use it in the right way and you'll see how rightful and how if you use it in the right way, you'll see how good it is. You'll see how beneficial it is. Okay? So the no oils, no butters, can we be done with that? Can we be done with that? Like all these different trends and stuff like that, y'all get off the trends. It's 2024. Ain't no, oh, products were leaving back in 2023. Why is it every single year is whatever product we're leaving in the previous year? Get off of that. We're too grown for this. Like what? No. No. And for my YouTube influencers, like, can I also say this too? Like, with all due respect, if you're gonna call yourself a influencer, you need to take that title into heart because you're out here misleading people because you're like, oh, I'm gonna go on this challenge, and if you guys want to join me, you can't then say, oh, well, it's their choice, they didn't have to do it, but you call yourself an influencer. So if I'm new to YouTube or if I'm new to the natural hair community, I'm gonna be looking at you as an influencer. I'm going to be looking to you for answers and for guidance because you are an influencer. You influence people to do either good or bad. And now that you're getting the backlash and you're seeing stuff didn't work out, now you want to be like, well, you didn't have to follow me. You didn't have to do this. No, no, no. You were the influencer. you're putting yourself on a title of a service that you can provide. So I'm looking to you for that service. And now that the service came out a certain way, now you want to backtrack and blame it on me? Come on now. And it's like, to say, a lot of the influencers that was doing the no oils no butters, they even had to come out and say, um oh, with me not doing the oils and butters, I could say that my hair is damaged. Not only is your hair damaged, but the people that were listening to you and people that were following after you, even their hair is damaged. And yes, they, have to be more logical and not be so quick to be gullible to follow these different trends and people. But then at the same time, like, I never would have known how to make my own herbal butter if I didn't go on YouTube and watch other YouTubers and how they did it. But the thing about it was, I watched how they did it and how I didn't want mine to be so watered down like theirs. So I kept mine how I kept mine. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to add herbs in mine. So I can't have water in my herbal butter and still have herbs, because the herbs will get wet by the water. Then on top of that, I would have to add a preservative in there to keep it fresh, So, in different things like that. Um, so no oils, no butters. Like, oils and butters are not bad. Anyone that's doing the no oils and no butters, go back to using oils. Just use oils once or twice a week. You should be using it for detangling your hair the day before you're about to shampoo, if not the same day. I would say preferably the day before, because depending on how long your wash day is, you're gonna be tired. But just do your pre-poo the day before. Okay, do your pre-poo the day before, and then the next day you could use your deep conditioner on top, and then your oil on. I'm sorry. You could use your deep conditioner, put the oil on top, let your hair stay for about 15-20 minutes. Now, I'm talking like how I do my hair wash day routine. But if you just put your conditioner on like this in the shower, you could still have, all in one. You could still do that with the oil, you know. Put your deep conditioner on. Put your conditioner on your hair strands. Pour yourself some oil in your hands and just, put it all over or whatever. Leave it in for about 15 minutes, 5 minutes or whatever, and then rinse it out. And then after you get done styling your hair, oil your scalp or whatever, and then don't oil your scalp again until maybe 2 days later or 3 days later, and then whatever. um you know, if you wash your hair every 2 weeks, you'll do your pre-poo the day before, oil your scalp on wash day. 2 days later, you'll oil your scalp, like every 2 days. But then at the same time, that's you are washing your hair bi-weekly. So I would say you could probably oil your scalp 3 times for those 2 weeks, and then 3 times a week. Um, but if you wash your hair every week, I would say 2 times, 1 to 2 times a week. Because, well, for our herbal blends, I'm speaking for our herbal blends, because we don't just have oil, we have herbs, and the herbs is where the benefits comes in, with the preventing of split ends, baldness, breakage, premature graying, all that. Like, our oils hold benefits outside of oils. Oils has its own benefits, and really what their benefits are is the lubrication and the manageability of your hair. Now, and the penetrating of the nutrients from the herbs, okay, to your bloodstream, to your scalp, um, so for God Shows and Hair Care, our benefits and our oils comes from the herbs. It doesn't just come from the oil. And for people that's just using plain oil and you're not seeing what you want to see, that's because you're just using plain oil. Switch up to herbal oil. And it doesn't have to be from God Shows and Hair Care. It can be though, but it doesn't have to be. And if you do want to order from God Shows and Hair Care, go to godshowsandhaircare.com. Okay. Now, that's oils and butters. Okay. Y'all stop hopping on the latest trend. That's another thing too. She was talking about clarifying shampoos. Okay, clarifying shampoo, that was part of the 30-day detox. Okay. Not everybody should be using a clarifying shampoo. If you do not use oil and butter, you should not be using a clarifying shampoo. Like, doesn't it make any sense? Even if you do use oils and butters, you still should not be using the clarifying shampoo. If you wash your hair once a week, twice a week, you should not be using a clarifying shampoo. If you're an afro hair, you should be using your hair. I mean, you should be using a sulfate free shampoo. A sulfate free shampoo, like As I Am, you could use this one, or you could use their other shampoo. You could use TGIN, you could use Camille Rose, you could use Mael. Like, but to sit there and go buy a Tresemme shampoo, or like shampoos that was designed for straight hair, not white people, for people that have straight hair, that have more oily prone hair, those shampoos were made for them. Afro hair, we need more of a sulfate free. Y'all, just because it says sulfate free does not mean it doesn't have clarifying agents in the shampoo. Let me ask you guys this, and I'm probably gonna butcher the name, but have you guys heard of, so a non-sulfate, uh one of the cleansing agents for non-sulfate is disodium laureth sulfur sulfosuccinate. Okay, I'm just gonna show y'all the name. So I'm telling you, I'm gonna butcher it. So this sodium, this one right here, right? This sodium, Laura, this right here. And you know what? I had it pulled up. Hold on. I had it pulled up until I went on so y'all can see it all together. All you guys have to do is, okay, there it is. That's the name. And this is a definition. This sodium, DLS, is a mild cleansing agent. It can be formulated into shampoos, hand soaps, baby shampoos, bubble baths, cleaning products, creams, and lotion. That's the name right there. It is a mild cleansing agent. Y'all, just because it's sulfate free does not mean it's not cleansing your hair. I don't know, people that are saying that sulfate free shampoos, like I know previous, if you watch my other lives, I was saying that we don't need to be using sulfate free, but I didn't really understand. At first, I didn't know what I was talking about. Let me just be real. But if I can remember right, if you are going a month and beyond, you need a clarifying shampoo, but not every single time. You just need to go to the store and buy the travel size bottle of the Tresemme, and then wash your hair with that. Use a deep conditioner, and then do your moisturizing and leave in and your blowout. And that, for that one time, all you need is one good wash and you good. That's why it's clarifying. Clarifying gets it all out. The sulfate strips everything out, especially for afro hair. Especially for afro hair. Then on top of that, if you have afro hair and you're using a sulfate shampoo, that's why your hair is dry. And on top of you using a regular base conditioner, that's why your hair is dry. Even if you were to use a deep conditioner after your sulfate shampoo, your hair is still going to be dry. You do not need to be using a sulfate shampoo for your hair. You need a sulfate free. It still has a cleansing agent. It's just not as harsh. It's just not as strong. The reason why you have shampoos like Tresemme is because straight hair holds more oil, and their hair is oily, and they're more prone to have lice and other forms of bacteria because of how saturated their hair is with oil. That's why they have to wash their hair every single day. Okay? And their hair can handle that. Straight hair's hair can handle that. Afro hair, our hair cannot handle sulfates like that. That's why our hair breaks off, because it's so strong. It's like our hair is like suffocating because it can't breathe because it's so dehydrated. And any type of, that's why, that's literally why naturals are having to wash, they're having to re-wet their hair 2 days or a day after wash day, because you're sitting there using a sulfate shampoo with a regular conditioner. You're not even using a deep conditioner. Then you took away the no oils and no butters. Oh my gosh. Recipe for disaster. Okay. I would say for someone that uses a clarifying shampoo, you should be using it if you want to detox your hair, as far as going natural, and you want to use more of healthy products. You want to get away from the Blue Magic, get away from the Palmer, get away from the petroleum based products. Okay. That's when you need to get a good strip and then deep condition your hair and then move on. You know what I'm saying? But if you are you're washing your hair weekly, washing your hair bi-weekly, you need a sulfate free. Again, you could use the As I Am, TGIN, Myel, or um or the Camille Rose. I recommend those because those I haven't heard a complaint about, and I personally use the As I Am. And this is a staple, and this will, listen, can't go wrong, because this shampoo right here is an antibacterial, antifungal, anti everything, and this really helps to kill off any bacteria and to keep off bacteria and to keep my pH balanced and my hair moisturized, new, like, it keeps my hair healthy. And it, when after I use that, yes, my hair does feel stripped. It feels stripped because everything that I put on my hair from the week prior is coming, it's off, clean slate. And now I can, my deep conditioner can now really, really penetrate my hair strands, in which it does. And and then my hair can stay moisturized from wash day to wash day. I don't have to go back and spritz my hair with water because my hair is dry. It's dehydrated. Also, too, when your hair is really, really dry, you have an itchy scalp because you have dry skin. Your skin is dry because you're not properly lubricating and moisturizing your hair strands. Okay. And okay, so if you want a start over, do go to the travel section, get the Tresemme or whatever bottle they have, use that. Now, if you wash your hair once a week, every 2 weeks, get the As I Am, all that good stuff. Okay. Now, if you are color treated, you need a sulfate free shampoo, because anybody that has a relaxer, a perm, and a color treatment in their hair, your hair is more prone to dryness. Okay, so you need a sulfate free shampoo that is still going to cleanse your hair but not strip your hair and dry your hair out. Then you need to follow up with a deep conditioner. Okay, because following up with just a regular conditioner and you have color treated, permed, relaxed hair, you need to give your hair extra moisture so it can stay moisturized and be moisturized. And not even just moisturized, it can be hydrated. Okay, there is a difference between being moisturized and hydrated. Moisturized is just getting your hair to become more hydrated. Okay, moisturize is what you would do on wash day and prep to, I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I'm telling y'all, my whenever I put a nose ring in, it freaking, it's because it's wet in my nose. Anyways, um, for anybody that's like, you keep wiping your nose, hand sanitizer on deck. Okay, um, to keep your hair more moisturized, you know, uh, when you're moisturized, it's like, you know, um, it's just like, okay, right now my mouth is dry. So I need to moisturize my mouth. Okay. Once my mouth is consistently like I don't have no more dry mouth, I now know I am hydrated. Okay. When you urinate and your urine is yellow, you are dehydrated. Your body is not moisturized. Your body is not hydrated. So you need to drink more water. If your urine is dark yellow, right? So if you have a little tint of yellow in your urine, you need to drink more water. If your urine is white and clear, you are very hydrated. Okay? You may have a little tint of yellow in your urine and you may not feel so dehydrated. You're then at that point moisturized. But when your urine is straight up white, you are then hydrated. Your hair is the same way. When you go wash day to wash day and you don't have to spritz your hair is very hydrated. Your hair is very moisturized. Okay. But this is how you know your hair is very hydrated. It's when you don't have breakage. You don't have breakage and your hair is not excessively dry. Your hair is then hydrated. Okay. Your hair is then healthy. When you are retaining length, you have, you know, little to no split ends, you have no breakage, your hair is thriving, your hair is hydrated, it is thriving. If you are having breakage, you're having split ends, you're having dryness, your hair is just, you have excessive shedding, you are lacking moisture. Forget about hydration. Your hair is not even moisturized. And that's what happens when you are color treating your hair. That's taking your hair from its natural state to a different state. That's the difference between someone that is natural versus someone that is silk press like, permed, relaxer, color. When we say natural, we mean we don't mess with our hair like that. We don't do chemically based treatments. A lot of people try to say, oh, I'm a natural silk press, I'm a natural color, or I'm a natural, whatever. A natural means that you're keeping your hair in its natural state. Just because you blow out your hair does not mean your hair is not in its natural state. Your hair is just no longer in curls. But me blow dry my hair, I'm still a natural. You need to blow dry your hair. If you plan on putting your hair in braids or twists or any type of protective style, you must blow dry your hair. Period. You must dry some type of drying in your hair. Okay? Or you are asking and inviting an environment of bacteria to grow. And it doesn't matter if you use a shampoo like As I Am, like what I be using, because you're defeating the purpose of that shampoo from working. So it may like kind of hold off of how fast it would happen, but it's eventually going to happen. Okay. All right. So, and doing research on hair care ingredients, and it goes back to the sulfate free. Like a lot of people feel like, oh, if it's sulfate free, so it's not cleansing your hair. It is cleansing your hair, because even people like myself that say they use a sulfate free shampoo, they say that my hair still feels stripped. If you go to a lot of these YouTubers and there's certain shampoos that you look up that are sulfate free, or you could just type it on YouTube, sulfate free shampoos, on Afro hair, and they will say my hair still feels stripped, because some people are looking for a moisturizing shampoo. There's no such thing as a moisturizing shampoo. More shampoos are not supposed to be moisturizing. They're supposed to be stripping. They're supposed to be, cleansing the hair. If your hair still feels moisturized, that means your hair is still dirty. You still have product on your hair strands. It should be feeling stripped, but it shouldn't feel so stripped as far as afro hair that your hair breaks off. Okay, there's a difference between excessive like dryness and like, this is how you know your hair is too stripped. When you get out of the shower after washing the shampoo out and your hair is dry and it's not dripping, it's not holding no water. There's no water in your hair strands. There's no water on your hair strands. There's not even no water dripping. That's how you know your hair is dry. And ain't no, there's just, it's just, there's no even it getting water and you standing under the water spout for an extra 20 minutes, your hair is still dry. That's because your hair is stripped. Over, you just got to keep wash. That's when you need to wash your hair every single week and get your hair moisturized so it can get hydrated. Okay. Reading ingredients on hair care products is very, very important. You know, a lot of people that say, you know, I'm a vegan, I'm this, I don't eat meat, and all of this stuff, they are so peculiar on the ingredients on food packages, but they're not like that in their hair care regimen. So they could tell you what foods not to eat because it's harmful for the body, but they can't tell you what ingredients is harmful for the hair, which is crazy. Okay. So, you know, just like how you would be so mindful of what the ingredients are on a bag of chips, you need to be mindful of what the ingredients are on shampoos or uh, moisturizers that you're using. Um, and if there's a certain moisturizer or you're wanting to switch to a different moisturizer or a different shampoo, before you go out and see what's trending, look up what you may want to use and do research on the ingredients. And a lot of people don't want to do that. But then you find yourself with your hair not where it needs to be. And some people just be like, you know what, hair is hair. I don't really care. Like, you know, it is what it is. And that's why there's people here on YouTube that, like myself, that give information like, well, if you're not sure where to start as far as a shampoo and you want to try new shampoo, this is why I'll say try as I am. It's, you know, I can't say it's natural, but there's a lot of natural products in here. This is a good antibacterial, antifungal, everything you need in a shampoo. This is it. Okay. This brand is lit. Use the T Giant Honey Mask. That's a good deep conditioner that will bring moisture back to your hair strands from the inside out. Then you can top it off with a God Chosen Hair Care herbal blend, and then you rinse that out. Then you go in with the T Giant moisture butter to give your hair that moisture, and then you go in with your leave-in, and then your heat protectant. Blow dry your hair, and then and I would say blow dry your hair straight, part your hair and really sit there and blow dry your hair straight, okay? And then you go in with our God Chosen Hair Care Butters, which is not on our website yet, but it will be, and then style your hair, you know? Or until we put ours on our website, you can go, um, you could use our oils until we put our butters on our website. A butter could, I mean, I'm sorry, an oil can definitely be a good after wash day product that you put on your hair when you want to braid your hair or you want to twist your hair. You could definitely put oil on your hair strands. And I would say, you know, if you do twist your hair up in a two-strand twist, what I used to do, which I really don't use anymore, is the Pro Style Black Gel and the castor oil with the mink oil. Now, I don't do the Pro Style anymore because there's no there's no hair benefits to that. You know, it did help my hair to stay, but it wasn't really giving my hair, you know, the benefits that it needed. So I would say definitely do the castor oil with the mink oil as a good base to help it stick. And then I would say go out and get the Camille Rose moisture butter. I would say, you know, you definitely want to have like a water-based product, but not too water-based that your hair is going to feel wet. You know, like you don't want to wet your hair again after you just dried it. You know, you don't want to do that. But what you can do is while your hair is still wet, you can, you know, twist your hair up. But again, if your hair is twisted, you know, while it's wet, it's gonna be very shrink. If you don't mind the shrink, it's cool. But I would definitely say blow your hair out straight first, and then go back and twist your hair. But I would just say like if wait a minute, I want to make sure y'all can hear me now. But I would just say like if see. I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I want to make sure y'all can hear me now. But I would say like I would definitely say, you know, I would definitely say, you know, your hair already has water inside the hair strands. So you could literally just twist your hair up with the castor oil with the mink oil from Hollywood Beauty, twist your hair up like that and call it a day. Now, if you, I'm gonna be honest with you, if you and you want to twist your hair, it's gonna be kind of hard because your hair is gonna be so, you know, because honestly, it's like that rough. I want to say kinky, but it's like the. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure this is like it's the I don't even know how to describe. I don't even know how to describe it. But if you just got a fresh cut, it's gonna be hard to try to. If you just got a fresh cut, it's gonna be really hard to try to. Cause trust me, I tried to twist my hair when I just got a fresh cut, and it was hard. It kept unraveling. So I would definitely say, definitely braid your hair down, get a wig on, get a ponytail going, something like that. Um, you could braid your hair no problem. It's not gonna unravel, but a twist it may unravel. Um, but yeah, so going back to doing research on the ingredients. And you know what? I mean, honestly, if you do use Pro Style, the black gel on your hair, as long as you have a good hair care regimen on your wash day down, it's not really gonna hurt your hair. Because honestly, when I first went natural, I was using it I was using the Pro Style gel on my hair strands, and honestly, my hair went from like up here TWA with twists to like down here. So I was looking like Lawrence Hill's sister when I first went natural, and then it's like down here. And you know what? I should really try to take a picture of that. But I would have to go back through all my bags to try to find that picture. Dang. But I don't even want to count that picture because it's not even from yeah, I can't even really count that picture because it's like yeah. Anyways, but I've been there to where my hair was short and to where it went down. And I was using Pro Style gel and the Pro Style gel and the castor oil, you know. And the castor oil does help your hair to get thick. And yes, the castor oil with the mink oil from Hollywood Beauty does have petroleum in it. And still, if you wash your hair once a week, you can still use the sulfate free and it will still come out because I use it on my edges and my edges is growing. And this is how you know that your hair is being cleansed after every wash is because you see growth, right? You see growth. And if when I show you guys my edges, it's banging. But okay. But that's it. That's all the topics I want to talk about. It's starting to get later in the night. We've been on here for an hour. I've talked a lot, and I don't want to be on here for that much longer. So, again, any of the herbal blends that was mentioned tonight, our spicy tree and our Garden of Eden, you can find it on our website, godchossenhaircare.com. Um, Follow us on Instagram, lowercase GODS, even though y'all know we do not do the lowercase. GODS underscore chosen underscore hair care. Also follow us on TikTok, God's Chosen Hair Care. And if you have subscribed to our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube right here at God's Chosen Hair Care. Check out our website, godschosenhaircare.com, to learn about or purchase our herbal blends. All right. We showed two tonight, but we have 8 more, so definitely go check those out. The prices range between $10 and $15, so it's super affordable for anybody. We have detox oils and we have regular oils. Our detox hold more antibacterial properties, so if you have any dandruff, scalp issues, using those oils will get rid of those things. And you don't. That's why we recommend once or twice weekly on the scalp. You do not need to use it every day. You can use it strictly on wash day. and that does not take the place of a shampoo. So if you have dandruff or any type of scalp issues, I would definitely recommend this. I know your doctor probably gave you something, but you definitely want to use that, but slowly, gradually start to get off that and get on this. I know what I'm talking about because I had mild seborrheic dermatitis last year, and when my doctor gave me what they gave me, it was cool, but she told me not to get so used to doing that because our my hair would start to get used to that. So I switched over to this one, and then my hair has been banging ever since. And I have no flakes, none of that. So, and can I say, because of the gosh and hair care and the antibacterial properties in our herbal blends, it really helped to minimize it being a full blown seborrheic dermatitis. Anyone that has a severe seborrheic dermatitis, I highly recommend you use this. And when you use this, put this in like in a little bowl, put tea tree and peppermint, mix it up, go through on your own, strand by strand, part by part, and put this on your scalp. And then, on your wash day, and make sure it's really getting on your scalp. Do this every single wash day. Wash your hair once a week. I promise you, it's gonna be gone. Ain't no treat in seborrheic dermatitis. Change your diet, get a walk with God. That is all stuff that can be cured. Point blank, period. You do not need to go to your doctor and have them just treat the problem. Get rid of it. We're not playing nice with no demons, all right? Period. That's a plague. That's a disease. We're not with that.